I'll admit that when Live Alive was first shown off, I had a very Shania Twain attitude about the game.
That don't impress me.
But when the demo dropped, I downloaded it to my Switch and decided to give it a go. And upon finishing the game, I found the full game had downloaded to my system and it was ready to play. That's what I told my wife, and I'm sticking to that story. Now, after 30 hours of playing Live Alive, I'm here to try and convince you to play this game before the end of 2022, or whatever year it is you're watching this video in. Now, a big reason I wasn't really all that interested in Live Alive when it was first announced was because I had played Octopath Traveler and I didn't really care for that style of game. I know, save your stoning for the end of the video, please. And so Live Alive has a very similar premise where you follow individual characters on their own journeys, and I thought it wouldn't really be all that different from Octopath Traveler, but boy was I wrong. If you've played Octopath Traveler or Triangle Strategy, you're familiar enough with the 2.5D, 3D aesthetic, along with some really good music that when you put it all together, it's about as good as a pizza, if not better. Or maybe you don't like pizza, I don't know. Whatever food you really like, just imagine that's what it is. And what makes each of these characters even more unique is that they're set in their own specific time zone, ranging all the way from prehistoric times to all the way into the future. One character will see you strategizing traps around this entire town to protect them from a group of outlaws. Or, like the future character, will see you not fighting anything really until the very end because it's more focused on telling you a story and getting you sucked into the creepy, scary sci-fi atmosphere. And it's this eclectic range of gameplay that makes each character that you play as feel fresh and new and exciting, and it just never really got old during my time playing the game. And speaking of the genres, that's one of the things that makes each character you play as feel completely different from one another. The future route, where you play as this little robot ball, has hints of Alien and 2001: A Space Odyssey. Or take the character Akira, for example. His entire route has a lot of nods to games like Earthbound and Mystical Ninja Goemon. Or is it Goemon? Let me know in the comments. And perhaps one of the best parts of Live Alive is that each character's route will take you maybe 2 to 3 hours to play through entirely. And as someone who teaches all day, does YouTube and a podcast part-time, and is preparing for a baby on the way, I don't really have a whole lot of time to play video games anymore. But Live Alive fit perfectly into my schedule that I always felt like I was making some sort of meaningful progress and having a great time playing the game as well. And Live Alive had a really good structure where it never really felt super difficult or overwhelming. It was just perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Now, as you play through the game, you're going to be wondering, does any of this come together at some point? And I don't want to spoil that part of the game, but what I will say is that it's very much worth playing through the game as every single character, because stuff opens up after that, and I'll leave it there. But trust me, it's really stinking rad. And really, when I think about it, Live Alive was a game that the more I played of it, the more invested I got. So much so that it quickly rose to being one of my favorite games of 2022. So hopefully I've convinced you a little bit, or maybe just nudged you to try out Live Alive for yourself. And if I succeeded, let me know in the comments. Or if I didn't, let me know in the comments as well. Or if you've played Live Alive, I would love to know your thoughts on the game and what you thought of it, and maybe who your favorite characters were. So be sure to leave a comment down below. And as always, if you like this video, hit the like button to get more videos, or subscribe as well to get more videos of me playing through my retro gaming catalog, reacting to IGN lists, or check out our podcast where we talk about all things gaming related, like the good and bad of Valve's Steam Deck. But with that being said, be a dear, keep it locked here, and I'll see you in the next video.